Okay, so we have all these different cleansers, and there's tons more. These just happen to be some that I have either used in the past, I currently use, or I use on occasion. But which ones really work the best? Which ones do I like the best? For the most part, I try to use natural ingredients as much as possible. But sometimes it's just not possible. You'll have a stain or something that you need to clean that's just nitty gritty dirty, or it just won't work. And in those cases, yes, I will use a chemical cleanser, but I try not to use it on a regular basis. I try to use natural products. And one thing that I have found when it comes to cleaning, if you clean on a regular basis, then you don't have to scrub. You don't have to, if you just wipe things down as you go or after you use it. I've had a lot of people have asked me, how do you get baked on, stuck on grease out of your air fryer? Well, first of all, I don't use an air fryer enough for that to ever happen. Air fryer should not have baked on grease. You use it, most of them are non-stick. Okay, most of them are non-stick, okay? I could not think of that. But at any rate, so if you use it, wipe it down. I know you want to get your food out and sit down and eat, and that's fine. But when you're done, wipe it down. Keep yourself from needing to use chemicals. Keep yourself from needing to scrub and needing to clean, okay? You can take a wet cloth and wipe those things down. If something got in there, it's non-stick. You should be able to wipe it out, especially when it cools. So why do I have all this stuff out here? Well, first of all, my very, very favorite cleanser. I have a lot of wood in my house. As you can see, my kitchen cabinets, I have them on my stairs, my floors. I have a lot of wood in my house. So one of my go-tos for that is not a furniture polish or anything like that. It's this mixture like this. And I did a video where I showed you how to clean the kitchen cabinets with it. It's a combination of vinegar, olive oil, and a couple of other things. I'll link that video in the description if you want to get the exact measurements and things that go in that. But it is amazing for cleaning wooden things. It gives it a little shine. It gets grease, gunk, and anything else that may be on there off. Okay, so this is another product. It's called Bar Keepers. This is amazing if you have stainless steel in your house and it needs to be cleaned, like a pot that gets stuck or something like that. This is a very, very, very old product. And it works for stainless steel, porcelain, ceramic, copper, brass, fiberglass, corian, chrome, and aluminum. So it works on a lot of things. And I do like it. I like it better than using actual baking soda if I'm going to try to scrub my pot. You just put a little on there and let it sit for a few minutes and it's done. You can clean a lot with that. I do like Bar Keepers, so that is a keeper. As far as things that a lot of people use, like Fabuloso, I know it's very popular because you can get it at the Dollar Tree and it's cheap and it has a decent scent and they have multiple scents to pick from. This don't do nothing but smell good for 5 minutes. Spick and Span is not what it used to be. Spick and Span when I grew up was spick and span, and that's what it did. Today, I don't think that. It doesn't do anything, okay? Vinegar and baking soda. A lot of people will use vinegar and baking soda, and there's nothing wrong with that. I did a video before. They cancel each other out, and they do. Maybe I did that on my other channel, and maybe redo that video again and explain to you all why they cancel each other out. If you're going to use them, I would put the baking soda on it and let it sit for a while as a paste of water and baking soda, let it sit for a while. Then I would use a little vinegar, go behind it and clean it, but I would not mix the two together at the exact same time to actually clean something. That's just the way I would do it. Going towards more natural, shaving cream. I did a video where I used shaving cream on a lot of different things in the bathroom. Glassware, your chrome, things like that. I love shaving cream for a lot of different things. So it is good. It is also a keeper, okay? If I'm going to use a dish soap that I need to mix dish soap with that has a little of that in this for my wood, Dawn is my go-to. The Dawn Power, which I don't have any right here, is excellent as well. And I do like Dawn. They have recently changed the scent. Yes, I like the old scent better, but the product still works, so I'm good. I'm okay with that. If I have something that is sticky, really sticky, shaving cream works. I also did a video showing where you can use other products to get sticky stuff off. But if I have something that's really, really hard to get off and I need to get it off, I still will use Goo Gone. Goo Gone works. You just spray a little, and it doesn't take but a drop. That's what I like about it. You spray a little bit on there and you walk away, okay? You walk away. Then after you walk away, all you got to do is take a wet sponge. You can even take a wet paper towel typically and wipe it off. You want to use your fingers, you can wet it and you can rub it off. The stuff comes off really, really well. But I still only use this when I really can't get something off. Typically, if it's something like a glass jar, I keep my honey jars because they're good heavy glass jars. And in recycling them, I need to get that label off of it. So I will soak them first in water, sometimes a little vinegar, and I will see if I can pull it off. Some come off better than others. But if I find that that gooey, sticky stuff is on there and I've tried every natural thing I can think of and it doesn't work, I will use a little Goo Gone, okay? Old-fashioned Ajax, it still works, but it's gritty and it's just chemical ridden, if you ask me. So I don't use it very often, but if I have something that really, really needs to be scrubbed, I will use it because it's scratch free. So that's the one thing I do like about it, but I will switch out Ajax for baking soda in a heartbeat, okay? I love for disinfecting isopropyl alcohol. It's my go-to. I did a video recently and I named some things I use instead of bleach, and I named this in the beginning of the video, but I forgot to name it in the end. This isopropyl alcohol is by far my favorite. Now, you can get this at 70%. You can get it all the way up to, I think, 90 or 90 something percent, 92 or 93%. It's amazing, okay? And my favorite is the wintergreen alcohol. I keep that, but I typically use that if I need to use it. If I'm soaking like my feet or something, I'll use the green isopropyl alcohol. It's wintergreen. I just love the fragrance of it. But this clear isopropyl alcohol is my go-to for disinfecting anything, okay? Anything. Isopropyl alcohol. That's a real big keeper. Now, this next one, this right here, I don't even know how it got in my house. My husband probably bought it. I don't use it. OxyClean, it's just, it doesn't work if you ask me. He may find that it works. I just think that sometimes when you use things like this in your home, that when you finish cleaning, it doesn't have necessarily a clean smell. It has a chemical smell. And I'm not a fan of that. And I'm not a fan of using I like to use as less chemicals as I can, as often as I can. Like I said, sometimes you just can't help it and you gotta use what you gotta use. Now, this next one I'm going to mention is definitely a chemical. But let me tell you something. This is amazing. If you don't want to scrub something. One thing that I see a lot of people struggle with are their shower floors, okay? The grime, the dirt that gets on shower floors. Sometimes the tub, but it's mostly the shower floors. Now, in order to use this next product that I'm going to mention, you need to be careful, okay? You need to be very, very, very careful. And it cleans really, really well. It will keep you from scrubbing your shower bottom. But when you are done, you need to go back behind it with something else to make sure that the residue is completely gone. And that is, of all things, DW40. Yes. DW40. Okay? All you need to do is spray it on, walk away for maybe 30 minutes, hour, 45 minutes, and come back. You can take a mop, you can get on your hands and knees, and unless you got something that's been built up for like years, when you wipe it, it lifts the dirt up. It literally lifts the dirt up. And you can then just wash it down, but you need to go behind it. Go behind it with some baking soda is what I like to do, baking soda, and get a paste of it, because that baking soda it's not abrasive, but it has that pasty texture to it that it will soak up any oil. That's what you need to be careful of. Not necessarily using it, but you don't want to step in that shower after putting this DW40 in it, because you're going down. You're going down. I don't care what kind of balance you got. You're going down, okay? Don't ask me how I know, all right? Just don't ask, but make sure you clean your tub with something else that's sudsy and soapy and that's going to get the oil off of your DW40 if you were to try that. It can be dangerous if not, because it is extremely slippery, okay? But it works. I'm telling you, it works, okay? If you feel that you've cleaned your tub with WD-40 and you've gone behind it and you've cleaned it up with something else that's soapy and you feel that it's done, I'm good, and you just want to be sure, you can even do something like lay an old t-shirt down in your shower and step on that for a couple of days until you've had enough water in there where you're sure. Or if you have a shower mat, you can use that, but you can easily, like I said, lay a towel down or an old t-shirt and just stand on that. You want to be safe before you're sorry, all right? So, but I'm just telling you that because I use it and I like it. So for all the people that's gonna come to me in the comments, that's dangerous, that's this, I told you it was, okay? Now, there has been a lot of rave on, there's one other product that I have that I use that is a chemical that I use at least monthly. And I'm not switching that out. It is a chemical and it works, and I'm gonna keep using it. And that's the one chemical that I probably will always use, and that is Easy Off for my oven. Because I'm not getting down there scrubbing no oven. I already put foil on the bottom of my oven. You all should have seen that video on my other channel. If not, I may put it over here as well, or do another video of it. But I use that Easy Off, bring my oven up to 200, spray it in there, go away for an hour, come back, and I just wipe the Easy Off. I'm done. It's literally 5 minutes. I am not scrubbing my oven. I don't care what I'm using it. It's a chemical. Yep, I'm using it. I'm using no baking soda. And let me tell you something. That brings me to my next one. This pink stuff. This is the hottest thing going around right now. It's in all the stores, all the internet. It's the crave. It's the crave. It ain't nothing special about this pink stuff but the price tag. And unless you want to pay it, I wouldn't buy it. This pink stuff, and I'm sorry, pink stuff people, but it ain't worth a hill of beans. It is not worth the money you pay for it when you can use a lot of other things that are, and it's not so chemical written, and it talks about on here, it's streak free, it's sparkling clean, tough on grease and grime, and it tells you all those things. They call this part of it the miracle paste. They got multiple different types that they have on here, and it says it's 99% natural ingredients. So it's a good thing if you want to use natural ingredients. It says it's environmentally non-toxic, non-hazardous formulation, not tested on animals. So it has all the things that we like as far as using natural products and things like that. But my point about it is, it doesn't work any better than anything else for the price tag, unless you just want to say, I use pink stuff. I got pink stuff. Oh, I don't want to say I got pink stuff. I don't care if I got pink stuff or purple stuff, okay? Vinegar, baking soda, isopropyl alcohol, my mixture here, bar keepers, shaving cream, and there's a host of other natural things that you can use that I just don't even have any more of. I didn't have it today. I bought this because it was such a rave on the internet to like, okay, let me check this pink stuff out. Maybe I'm missing something. It didn't clean my oven. I went back to Easy Off. It didn't clean my glass any more than the glass cleaner I could get at the Dollar Tree. But the truth of the matter is, shaving cream cleans it better. Okay? Then, especially in the bathroom, I don't have to worry about it fogging up. So there was no reason for me to go out and pay the price tag that's on the pink stuff for streak free. All right? So if you want to buy pink stuff because it's cute and you got it sitting around and I use pink stuff, spray. No, I'm sorry. I'm not about looking good. I'm about functionality. And so, therefore, like I said, sorry, pink stuff people. I ain't trying to blast you, but it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. These are my go-tos all the time. I am never without alcohol. I am never without this mixture because I can make this mixture up between the olive oil. And when I use olive oil, don't go use your expensive olive oil. Go to the Dollar Tree or somewhere and buy you the cheapest bottle of olive oil you can find to use when it comes to cleaning. You do not need to use your 10, 15, sometimes 20, $8, $7 bottle of olive oil that you need for cooking that's going inside of your body to clean your cabinet with. Regular old color because I bought the cheap you can. Don't go buy no expensive olive oil to use on your cleaning. Don't do that, okay? I'm gonna always have baking soda. If nothing else, I'm cooking with it. I'm gonna always have baking soda, okay? I'm gonna always have vinegar because I may quick pickle something or I may need to just use it when I'm cleaning my veggies, even from my own garden. I'm gonna always have these things. These are products that I'm going to always have. I use my shaving cream, so technically I'm gonna always have shaving cream, okay? The other things up here, I may not always have. I'm gonna always have some Dawn because I always got dishes. Okay, so I try to use the things that I already have and couple them together. Okay, couple them together with something and have your war chest of cleansers, bar keepers. I keep this because I have all this stainless steel pots and things. Now, I typically don't use this. I'm not going to use this on my stainless steel refrigerator or anything like that. I use this on my skillets, my pots, and my pans, okay? If something happens to some of my silverware, like my steak knives and something like that, I will make a paste out of this just like I would with baking soda. But this will work better. It will work better. Make that paste. Put it on it, let it sit for maybe about a minute. You don't want this to sit too long either. That's another thing. When you are using, whether it's a chemical or a natural ingredient, read the back of it. Read the back of it. It may say, don't come in contact with this. Make sure you don't mix it with that. So you want to make sure you know what you can and can't do with it, or it may have a chemical reaction to something that you were not aware of. So read the back, do your research, Google it before you use it on your furniture, your cabinets, your countertops. And if it's something new you're using, even if it's a natural product, test it first. When I first started using this on my kitchen cabinets, I did not spray the front of my kitchen cabinets with this. I sprayed down at the bottom by my sink in the corner, in the back, in the dark, where if it discolored it or it did something to it, then my front of my cabinet wasn't messed up. So test it, okay? Test it in a small, inconspicuous place. Before I ever used shaving cream on my mirrors in my bathroom, I had heard a lot about it. It's going to keep the fog off. It's going to keep the fog off. One thing I did before I ever even used this on my mirror, I didn't just go spray my whole mirror. I used it on a small hand mirror. You know the small kind you take and you turn around to the back and look at yourself in the mirror? I put it on that mirror first. Because if I messed up my mirror, do you know? First of all, I'd probably have to get a step stool or something to get up there to try to get it off or whatever. No, do not use anything on a major thing. And I don't care who's telling you this, me or anybody else. Test it on a small something in your house first. And the best thing for cleaning, I don't care what it is, are microfiber towels. It was a long time before I really started. You got some every time they at the dollar store. So every time I go to the dollar store and I see more that are there, I grab some, because you get two for $1.25, and I'm cleaning with them. So I don't want to spend a lot of money on a microfiber towel. But it was a long time before I really got the hang of it and I used microfiber towels, because I'm old school and I was brought up using a regular old rag, cut up old t-shirt or old shirt, but something that was cotton, or either something that was going to absorb like a towel. But towels are linty. I didn't understand the concept of a microfiber towel until not too long ago. A few years ago I started using these things, because it was like, okay, it's not absorbing the water, it's not doing this. But on the other hand, once I learned how to use them, they're golden. So grab you some microfiber towels to work with your chemicals with, in multiple colors and designated: wood, stainless steel in mirrors, counters, however you want to do it. And that way you won't accidentally pick up the wrong towel and clean the wrong thing with it and have a different substance on your microfiber towels, and you can keep them straight that way. So I hope this was helpful for somebody. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me today. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please take a second and subscribe to the channel if you got anything at all out of it, just one little thing. And turn that notification bell on so that when I do upload, you'll be the first to know. I'm Pam, and this is my POV.